The buzz against my thigh jolted me awake. It was 3:17 a.m. Beside me Molly, my wife of a decade, lay curled under the blankets, apparently fast asleep. I reached under the covers and pulled out a phone, but it wasn't mine. It was hers. She must have rolled over onto it. A single glowing notification stared back at me. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, baby. Miss you so much, Zoko. My stomach dropped, a cold wave rushing through my veins. This wasn't from her mom, her sister, or any close friend. The tone, baby, the kisses, wasn't platonic. It was the kind of message you send when you're in love with someone you shouldn't be. My first instinct was to shake her awake, to demand an explanation right then. But something inside me urged restraint. A strange, icy clarity took over. I needed answers first. Without thinking, I typed a reply. Tomorrow? What time should I expect you? I set the phone quietly on the nightstand and forced myself to lie still, feigning sleep while my heart pounded in my ears. Seconds later, the vibration came again. She stirred, reaching for her phone. The bluish glow lit her face in the early morning dark. Through half-closed eyes, I saw her freeze at the message. Her breath caught. The phone slipped from her hand to the floor, and she shot upright, scanning my face. Pooh. Aye, she stammered, barely audible. I sat up, rubbing my eyes like I'd just woken. What's wrong? Nothing, she answered too fast. Just a nightmare. She snatched her phone off the floor and rushed into the bathroom, locking the door. That was all the confirmation I needed. The late nights at work, the whispered calls, the vague excuses, they all made sense now. Molly was cheating. I stared at the ceiling, the reality pressing down like a weight. 10 years together, a shared life, a future we'd built. It all felt poisoned. When she finally came out, her face was pale, her eyes red and puffy. She wouldn't look at me. We need to talk, she said, her voice shaky. Yes, we do, I replied coldly. Who is he? The color drained from her cheeks. After a long, tense silence, she whispered. David, he's a colleague. David, the charming new project manager who always seemed a little too close to her at company events. Over the next painful hour, the truth spilled out. Lingering glances, late dinners disguised as work, secret weekend trips. Every detail cut deeper. She begged for forgiveness, swearing it was meaningless, but I didn't believe her. I didn't yell. I didn't throw things. The anger was too sharp for that. I simply told her to pack and leave. By morning, she was gone. A ghost fleeing the scene of her betrayal, leaving me in the hollow quiet of an empty house. Beneath my calm, a plan was taking shape. I wasn't going to let them walk away unscathed. My first move was discreet. An anonymous report to HR about David's inappropriate relationship with a married coworker. Our company's policy was clear. No interdepartmental fraternization. Then I went for the final blow. David was married too. His wife, Emily, had no idea. I found her online and sent her anonymous proof, screenshots of their messages. The chain reaction was immediate. Within a week, David was fired. Emily threw him out. Their perfect life crumbled overnight. But I still wanted to look him in the eye. I found him alone at a bar, nursing a drink. David, I said, voice low. His head snapped up. Recognition flickered, followed by fear. His hand trembled as he gripped his glass. Enjoying your drink? I asked, each word sharp. He stared down, mumbling, I'm sorry. Sorry doesn't fix this, I said. You wrecked my marriage. You took what wasn't yours, and now you've lost it all. My voice rose, drawing the attention of nearby patrons. His face flushed as he shrank into his seat. I turned and walked out, leaving him to stew in his ruin. The satisfaction was electric. I had taken back control. The months that followed were hard. The betrayal still ached, but I focused on therapy, my career, and reconnecting with old friends. Slowly, life began to move forward. Then one day, a message from Molly appeared. She apologized again, saying she'd lost everything, her job, her marriage, her home, and was trying to rebuild. I didn't reply. Part of me still burned with anger, but another part, smaller, softer, felt a pang of pity. Still, that chapter was closed. The scars would stay, reminders of the deception I'd endured. But I'd survived. I was stronger, sharper, And I knew one thing for certain. I'd never let myself be a victim again.